Hi everyone. So I wanted to do an update. First off, I just have to say thank you to my cousin Ryan. He is absolutely fantastic. If it weren't for him stepping in and choosing to share my fundraiser, I would not have the $1,150 to put towards what City of Hope is now asking us to pay. So when I started this fundraiser, gosh, I think it's been 6 months ago, it was intended to cover not medical expenses. And at that time, it was actually covering my first appointments. And so I'm actually being seen at City of Hope every 3 months. And so it didn't even really raise what was needed for that particular visit. And so, we've just been struggling to make this whole 3-month thing work. And with City of Hope's recent unexpected request or threat, I feel almost kind of threatened. We were not even sure what we were going to do. And I feel like there's hope now. So I was called last week. I think it's actually been a week now. And told by City of Hope that they expected me to pay $6,604 when I arrived in advance prior to my appointments, or they would turn me away. And this was not at all consistent with the way that they've operated in the past, or our experience, or any of the information that we've received. So we had actually made the attempt to set up some type of payment arrangement where we could save money, pay in advance, everything essentially that they're asking us to do now on a short-term basis. We tried to do 5 months ago. And they told us that they would not, they wouldn't, they just would not give us an amount. They wouldn't accept any advance payment. They weren't going to ask us to pay when we got there, that things essentially would be the same as they were for my previous appointments, and I would receive a bill afterwards. So we accepted that. We were told this by not just one person, but multiple people. I want to say probably about 5 or 6 different people. So obviously everyone was consistent, same information, same page, it made sense. So I didn't concern myself with it. And then last week I got a phone call from, I believe her name was Veronica. And I was told that I either pay this amount in advance, this $6,604, or when I arrived in California at City of Hope, they would turn me away. And I kind of panicked. I actually did a public video because I'm still in shock over this. I'm still appalled. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And this isn't, it's a mistake that's huge. It's a huge mistake. So the reality is that yes, if my cancer's unchecked, it could recur in other parts of my body. It can metastasize, it could spread. There's a reason why Dr. Hahn wants to see me every single month. There's a reason why we settled on being monitored every 3 months. And it's not just, just because, I don't know, pardon my language, but shits and giggles. And so I can't just ignore my responsibility in taking care of my own health. And so this is the position I'm left in, and City of Hope turning me away is extreme, and we have since sent a message to an email and a phone call to the CEO of Hope. We have not heard anything back from that. I can say that I did eventually get an email back from Veronica that they have decided to accept a lower amount. So the lower amount is closer to $4,000. So at least that's positive news. However, they are still adamant, persistent, consistent that if I do not have that full amount when I arrive, I will be turned away. And I started to ask questions about, well, what happens my next 3-month visit, because obviously at that point I'll have, you know, the other amount due, which hasn't been a problem in the past, but it could be this time. So I'm asking everyone to still reach for that 6,604 mark, because I really feel like they just need to be paid. Evidently, it is about the money. It is not about the patient. And they need to receive their money for me to receive ongoing care. In the short term, if we can at least get 4,000, and I'm $1,150 closer. So if anyone has any questions about the previous money that was raised, that was for a prior appointment. If you look at the dates of my fundraiser, it was actually started over 5 months ago. So that money was spent in December when I went. Donations that came in shortly after that, I might not be remembering it quite in my head. I don't have a photographic memory, but we did actually take some payments that came later and paid on the previous medical bill. So just so everyone knows that, in full disclosure, please, you know, also in full disclosure, I have a separate fundraising that I had done as well through Facebook directly, which was meant to cover just my traveling expenses. And I raised about 800 some odd dollars there, which did cover my airplane ticket, a hotel stay, and not quite everything, not quite the car rental and stuff. So we're still sort of, you know, working on that expense there. But so that's the deal. So please share. Please, you know, tell your friends, family. You know, I've posted the actual estimate online. And, you know, I'm not even opposed to people trying to actually pay City of Hope directly. I mean, you know, I can't promise they will. They've got a lot of miscommunication within their own departments, it seems. And so I don't know what they'll do with that. If you're not fond of the fundraising accounts like GoFundMe and Facebook fundraising, by all means, send me a direct message through Facebook, and I'll give you my bank account number. You can directly deposit into a cancer fund that we have actually set up over at North Rim Bank specifically for this purpose. So I am open to avenues because I'm leaving in about a week, and I'm still a bit concerned. I'm going to show up and give them every dime that we have and pray it's enough. If we don't quite get to the $4,000, I'm praying they'll take whatever we have. That's basically the best that I can do at this point. So thank you, everyone. God bless.